Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about Doordash adds two-step ID verification for alcohol delivery. Now, some of you guys might be like, it's about damn time! But actually speaking, this has been on the platform before. In fact, they kind of steered away from it at some point. The whole scan the ID, because a lot of drivers were finding it to be a hassle. And then they went with the way they were doing. Customers scan the ID on their end, and they sent you a just blurred visual of what the ID looks like. And now they're going back to that method where they're scanning the ID. So I'm interested to see what actually caused this change because I have a few theories, but I just really want to know. So with that said, let's get started. Starting Wednesday, DoorDash drivers will be required to scan the front of the customer's identification card with the DoorDash app to verify their identity and age prior to handing off an alcohol delivery order, the company said in an email to Restaurant. Drivers will also be required to check for any signs of intoxication prior to completing the order. Wasn't this already a thing? Why is this changed suddenly now? Like, what is the actual change here? The only actual change is that they're reverting back to an old method because the one that they tried wasn't working. Customers will receive reminders about the requirement to show their IDs at the door when the delivery is underway. And for some reason, we're still gonna get ghosted by customers. Seriously, the amount of customers that still think that we could just not ID them is astounding. The enhanced delivery feature, which was piloted in Dallas, Detroit, Miami, Phoenix, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, and Northern Virginia, comes about 10 months after DoorDash expanded alcohol delivery in 20 states and Washington, D.C. Oh, so that's interesting. They've only had it in 20 states. I thought that this was going to be a global thing. Apparently not. Or a national thing, if that. With the expansion of to-go alcohol across multiple states, alcohol enforcement agencies have noted an erosion of compliance with liquor ID laws stemming from alcohol delivery. Virginia agents last year, for example, conducted at least 52 decoy operations in which they ordered alcohol to be delivered to underage buyers. During that exercise, 32 underage buyers ended up with alcohol. Hey, guys, you gotta check the ID, because you know those 32 drivers got deactivated from that. The new process builds on DoorDash's existing safety features, which includes ID verification, offering customers the option to opt out from alcohol delivery and providing alcohol safety resources to its drivers, according to the press release. We have to take a test, too. Like, you take the test and then you choose not to actually do the thing that makes the money. What's going on? Although I will say, I know a lot of drivers end up not taking alcohol deliveries because they don't want to risk it, but there's a lot of money in alcohol delivery. With today's announcement of two-step or dual ID identification, we're setting a new industry standard for responsible alcohol delivery. Eric Rigote, DoorDash's general manager of alcohol, said in the press release. The new safety measures will help ensure alcohol is delivered to people over the age of 21. We will continue to innovate and find even more ways to promote responsible alcohol delivery. I understand that they're trying to do that. That makes sense. Like, they got to make sure that the people receiving these orders are actually above the age of 21. I just think that they should, in my opinion, I really think tobacco delivery is an underserved marketplace. So any place that wants to start tobacco delivery, seriously, hop on it. Almost no one does it. I don't smoke or anything, but if there's one comment that I get in the comment section a lot on my tobacco videos is, how do you get tobacco delivered? As of September 2021, DoorDash offered delivery of about 30,000 SKUs of alcohol, including to-go drinks from restaurants, grocery stores, retailers, and convenience stores. The company said alcohol delivery can help boost the average customer order values by an estimated 30% for grocers and restaurants, and by over 50% for convenience stores. Dashers also earned almost 30% more on deliveries with alcohol than on non-alcohol deliveries in Q4 2021, 21, according to the press release. That is so true. Alcohol delivery is expensive for a reason, and the tips on alcohol delivery are phenomenal. That was one of the main sources of income when I was a full-time dasher. That was the majority of my money from that. While DoorDash offers ID verification through its app, rival delivery providers have other safety protocols in place to ensure a delivery of alcohol. Grubhub only offers alcohol delivery in 10 markets, and drivers must be age 21 or older in order to deliver alcohol. They are required to check ID and confirm the customer's age before handing off the alcohol, as well as check for signs of intoxication. Drivers can have their account suspended if they deliver alcohol to minors or someone who is visibly intoxicated. Grubhub only offers alcohol delivery in 10 markets. That seems a bit small, and honestly, I'm genuinely impressed by how slow that is. I don't think it would be a suspension. I think it would just be an overall deactivation. And the fact that drivers must be over the age of 21 to deliver alcohol, that's the case anyway. There's no actual change with that. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I think it's about time that DoorDash ended up reverting back to the old method, because quite honestly, you can't expect drivers to just deliver alcohol and not just go boop boop, it's done. That doesn't even make sense, especially since a lot of us are not supervised at all. Also, out of 52 decoy operations, 32 of them were underage buyers. Like, that says in itself, they're checking on you. They're making sure that this goes to the right people. The amount of times I've seen customers try to pull shady stuff, it's unbelievable. Be careful on these alcohol deliveries, because you don't know who's on the receiving end of that. You don't know if they could deactivate you. And not to mention, why would you put alcohol in the hands of a minor anyway? I feel so old saying this, but if you're not old enough to drink, don't drink.
You're just a bunch of party poopers, yeah.
I think DoorDash is doing this also because they don't want to be on the receiving end of any legal challenges. You know what I'm talking about?
Objection, hearsay.
So good for them, covering their poo-tang.
Objection, hearsay.
Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.
Objection, hearsay.
Peace.